this is like a middle ground that has been sought. Of course, the police custody could not have been extended in this case because the police could not finish its arguments and the trial could not be finished. However, he can also not be released considering the entire matter. It has become so volatile and controversial. Keeping this in mind, the police has extended the judicial custody. In this meanwhile, the Supreme Court is going to take up this matter, decide how the hearing is going to take place, also make sure that the entire law and order situation is well under control, which has been a huge challenge for the Delhi police and of course a huge embarrassment for the Delhi police.
Right, and Anusha, by when are these court officers expected to submit their report? The court obviously is waiting for that report, considering that it's also pulled up the Delhi police, which was given the task of ensuring safety of everyone inside the court today.
Simi, let me begin with an anecdote. We were standing between the barricades. There was an angry mob just right behind the barricades. There were no police officers. The women journalists and other journalists had to go and talk to the DCP, ask certain officers to be deployed there. Then the officers were deployed. After that, we hear the news that the Supreme Court has taken cognizance of this entire situation, and also this matter was mentioned. Justice Chelameshwar personally spoke on the phone to the Commissioner of Delhi Police. And of course, this is a big question. It's a court premise. These are lawyers, and one wonders why the situation cannot be controlled. Why it was so volatile? Why did the police go so soft on protesters who were again continuously threatening the journalists and asking them to keep their phones inside? It's a huge question.
Absolutely. And Anusha, you covered the courts for us. You frequented Patiala House Court several times. Can you describe to us the court premises and how difficult is it to ensure that all the gates are properly guarded? There were clear directions by the Supreme Court to ensure that not everyone is allowed inside the court premises when this trial comes up for hearing, considering that there was violence that was reported on Monday. Adequate security arrangements needed to be in place today. What are the kind of arrangements that you're seeing around you now, and in the morning were there special arrangements made?
Well, of course, the Supreme Court order came about 12 noon today. As you pointed out, Patiala House Court has multiple entry points, but most of the entry points were sealed. There were just about 2 or 3 gates through which you could have entered the court. The police had sealed those gates. There was a list of journalists which was given, and the Supreme Court had said that these journalists must be allowed inside the court premises. The number of lawyers were limited. However, inside the Patiala House Court today, all you could see was few people holding flags, wearing the lawyer coat, and shouting slogan and doing vandalism and hooliganism. We were told, the journalists were told to keep their phones inside, not to tweet, text or have any form of communication. First, we were asked for our identity cards. So let me tell you, the Delhi police did not come and ask us for our identity cards. A bunch of hooligans came to us, asked us to show our identity cards so that we could stand there. And we had to comply because it was an angry mob. They made sure that we did not use our phones. I could not use my phone for the past 3 hours while I was inside, and now I have just come outside. So one wonders, where is the law and order situation? This is a court premise in the heart of the national capital. The Delhi police is here. The Supreme Court is involved. Why can't we have a proper trial in this country? If it's a sedition, the court will take a call.
Commenting on what happened inside Patiala House Court today, I want to go back to Anusha, who's with us live from outside the Patiala House Court. Anusha, you're describing to us a situation that you yourself witnessed this afternoon when violence broke out. We're being told that even as those officers of law are examining the court premises, these people who've been sent by the Supreme Court, another stone pelting incident has been reported. The situation on the ground remains tense.
Of course, Simi, the situation was like a time bomb ticking since morning. These angry mobs were just standing there, waiting for a provocation, waiting for some sort of incident to happen to start and do violence. I must also point out, day before yesterday, another incident, a similar incident had happened in the Patiala House Court. I, as a journalist, as an eyewitness, and many other journalists saw different people, the same people, coming again at the court premises. These are a bunch of the same lawyers who were present that day and again today. They were a part of the mobs again. One wonders, when journalists can, identify these people so clearly without even knowing them, why has the Delhi police in the past 48 hours taken no action against these people? I must also mention another very disturbing anecdote. One of the correspondents at the court was assaulted day before yesterday. The person who assaulted her had the courage to come to her, apologize, and he said that all that I did that day happened in a fit of rage, and I'm sorry about it. So he has the guts to come to the correspondent and actually apologize. However, Delhi police continues to be a mute spectator to everything, and in the presence of Delhi police, we are threatened to not to even take out our phones, otherwise the mob will attack us.
Absolutely extremely sad state of affairs there inside court premises. The role of the police obviously under scanner. The Supreme Court has also pulled up Delhi Police Commissioner B.S. Basti, asking him to explain why this violence was allowed, why it happened and why the police did not intervene. This of course in spite of clear directions by the Supreme Court to ensure that there should be proper security inside the court premises, considering what we saw on Monday. Anusha, stay on with us. We're going to keep coming back to you for more updates. A quick break here. We'll be back in just a bit. Do stay with us.
And Delhi Police Commissioner B.S. Basti is presently at the Ministry of Home Affairs. He is meeting Rajiv Maharshi, the Union Home Secretary. From what we've been told, the current